Dish it off for Rui
for
the game-winning shot.
You know, LeBron has the most airball free throws for any superstar ever to play in a game.
Well, what's a superstar?
Michael Jordan, him, any GOATs.
He got more than Shaq?
Yeah, believe it or not.
No, I don't believe it.
That's crazy. Because Shaq played forever and had hella free throws.
Look up the stat, bro. Shaq just missed, bro. He backboard. He shoot too hard.
Airball.
Shaq, that's how he shoots the ball, bro. Have you
crazy?
Look, all right, look. You guys haven't seen Shaq in person like I have, right? Do you understand how big Shaq's hands are? He makes an NBA basketball look like a softball.
Stop playing.
Bro, he like Phil just did. He shoots the ball like with one. You know how you shoot? You put two hands on the ball and you follow through? Shaq can't do that because his hands are so big. Like, he has to literally shot put it.
Talking to the mic.
He has to shot put it, bro. Good stories.
There's some clips to it. You being in Boston and you putting your sneaker inside of his sneaker.
Yes, bro. That's how big his feet is.
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's crazy.
I was just about to bring that up, bro, but that's hecka funny. Like, that's how heavy his shoes were, bro.
I believe it.
And the fact that a human being, like himself, like he's a giant, bro. Like Shaq's like a small giant. Like he's supposed to be like 8 feet tall, bro. He wears size 23 sneaker, bro.
No, that makes no
20.
sense.
Do you understand what his feet look like without shoes and socks on? Like a real ogre, bro. Shout out to my guy Diesel.
Hey, but you guys used to go back and forth and tease
the wars.
each other, right?
Yeah,
back
wars, man. You know, Diesel started. He always would start off the war by doing something stupid.
Yeah,
and you got to top. You got to big him up one time.
Yeah, you know what's funny about Shaq, man, is recently I've been getting a lot of his algorithm of all the generosity that he does, man.
Bro,
like he's such a giving.
He is
being.
so cool, bro. Like I remember one story where some dude didn't have enough to buy his wife an engagement ring or something. He was trying to buy a ring or whatever. Shaq bought his engagement ring for his wife.
That's cracking.
Like randomly at a mall, bro. Like crazy, bro.
Yeah, he does that all the time. I've seen him buy a bunch of laptops for kids that keep showing up to the same store just to kind of like mess around with them.
Yeah, bro. He's
gentle giant, man.
Generous.
That's what's up.
Anyways, man, welcome back to another episode of the Two Truth Podcast, man. I've got my brother, the Barbell Barista, Phil 2.0, man. You catch him at your local bowling alley, man. I got my other brother over here on the right side, man. The 3-time, 11-time NBA, man. The Giant Killer, Nate, the Great Robinson, man. Welcome back, guys. How you guys doing?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Hey, man, I'm so happy to be back here with you guys, man. I saw all of the warm reception we got from our community and just people and some haters, but I loved seeing us.
You got to have the haters.
Yo,
we do something right, you get the haters.
Bro, you call that dude Vernon Maxwell.
Oh, you saw him? Oh, you saw me on the... Did he not look like that, though?
Look like
a homeless Vernon Maxwell, bro. Stop hating, bro. Stop hating on our podcast, bro. It's cool. We trying to do our podcast popping so we can get some free sneaker deal, like my man Jeff Teague, man.
Come
this
on,
podcast
man.
got, what's up, Nike? Holla at us, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
holla
man.
at us.
Talk to him, man. Can we talk about Thanksgiving just passed, man?
Mm-hmm.
How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Phil?
Oh, mine was small. It was small, but it was good. Had all the traditional food that you see on a photo.
Time out, bro. Are you?
And then you had all the.
This is gonna let me know everything about you right now. Okay, so are you pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie? And if you say the wrong one, Phil, your black card is revoked. So which one is it?
Moving on.
Huh?
So we had the food to look at.
Oh, he don't even want to answer it. God, that further lets me know that.
And then you had the food that you want to. You had the food that you want to eat.
Okay, there you go. But it was good.
Yeah.
And so where did you go on Thanksgiving Day?
So we went to my mom's. She made turkey dressing, that stuff. I made sweet potato pie, mac and cheese, made a honey ham. Brought that so we could eat something.
Can we give a quick shout out to Rhonda Lewis, though?
Shout out to my mom.
Hey, shout out, Mom,
man.
for
Shout
sure.
out to her, man. She's a Seattle legend, man. Shout out to you. What about you, Nate?
Man, I was chilling, man, with the fam. Day before, we went and we did a little dinner for the community on Southside, Rainier Beach area.
Tell us a little bit more about that. You were handing out turkeys, right?
Yeah, man, little plates, dinner, there with my family, my mom, my stepmother, Tracy, my stepfather, Robert DeGardo, big time in the community. Got a lot of guys at college from Rainier Beach, and he just always in the community helping out, bro. And he just does a good job of just taking care of his people.
That's dope.
So I went and helped out, me and all his kids, and people that we know in our family, got the hands, got the hands dirty, getting up, cleaning up, and helping the kids and helping families that are, less fortunate that didn't have, something to eat for the next day for Thanksgiving, and we spent it with the fam.
That's dope, man. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. I love that. I love to hear that. That's dope.
So now you got to tell us what you did. We know.
What about you?
Hey, man, so
you got to roll.
You know what I'm saying? We hosted this year, man.
Oh, okay.
And we moved in. We bought a bigger house. You know what I'm saying? So we in a bigger house in a really cool neighborhood in Maple Leaf. It's kind of in the Green Lake area. So we hosted my immediate family, my partner's immediate family. Then we had some family and friends that also joined. And if you don't know anything about my family, man, my parents are both from Eritrea. It's a small sliver of the continent of Africa, man. It's in the east. It's in the eastern region of Africa, kind of bordering the Red Sea. So we had like some cultural food from Eritrea. We had some cultural food from my partner's native land, which is the Philippines. We had a bunch of American food. So we had this like multicultural Thanksgiving, man. It was a vibe. Lumpias. Come on, man. We had it all. We had sweet potato. We had sweet potato pie. We had apple pie. We had prime rib. We had it all, man. Yeah. It was amazing, and it was great to have like 3 generations under one roof, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was really a proud moment for my dad and I. My dad pulled me to the side towards the end of the night, and he's like, "This is what it's about. This is why we came to America, and this is exactly what I want to see from you as we get older. We pass the torch, man, and you're carrying it well." And I was really proud, and I'm just excited, man. It was a great moment, man.
Hey, man, and don't that feel good when your dad actually give you some type of congratulations out of so many years our dads be just on our ass about everything, and just to get that. That congratulations, son, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, man, it melted my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad is a man of very few words, and he's a very action-based individual, man. So anytime my dad speaks in high regards of his son, man, it gives me so much life, man. So it was great. Love. It was great. It was great, man.
You see that bar he had to get? Family, first house, second house, hosted Thanksgiving. I got congratulations.
He moving up like the Jefferson. Moving on up to the east or to the north side. You're in the north. You're in the north right now. Green Lake. You're in the north area. You feel me?
I like it.
But it's good. That's what's up, bro.
It's great, man. Can we do a quick story time, man?
What's up?
Come on, man. There was a day back in 2015. You had MTV in my old gym, and we were shooting a pilot, and I couldn't tell for the life of me because you didn't give me much information. You're just like, "Yo, I need you."
Because they wouldn't when you do NDAs, bro, you can't tell everything. So I was like trying to keep it where I didn't want to give out what it was. But yeah, MTV was trying to pick up my Steady Nate show that I did on YouTube for the longest. I was one of the first athletes to kind of open up your life to to the world. To the world to see. And I did it, for the YouTube thing for my sons and my daughter and my kids to go back in time to be able to see, how I was as a father, how their childhood was growing up, just the cool things like that. So, VH1, they came, MTV, they was like, "Yo, what's up? We want to do, we want to pick your YouTube Steady Nate show up. And, we want to, kind of do a little sizzle reel." And I was like, "Man, Bill, I need to use your gym. We need to put you out there too as well because it's my trainer.
You definitely
and we tried to get everything going, but you know how when it's time to talk money, man, they try to be cheap, with guys like myself. So I was trying to get everybody paid, my family, Robel, any episode you're in, I was trying to get the bag for everybody, and they weren't being generous.
I for sure thought Phil and I for sure thought we were shooting an episode for Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know.
I wouldn't know Love and Hip Hop. But that shit would have been lit.
Yeah,
back
man.
then. But you see where I was at with things. That was almost 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
So yeah, man. It was a while back.
And take us back. When did you start Steady Nate?
Man, then when I started Steady Nate, I was like, I think Navy was like 2-ish. So that was like 2000. I want to say 11, maybe 2011.
Forget first athlete. I think you might have been one of the very first creatives to jump on that YouTube where you're just opening up your home and creating these like reality-based, very real kind of...
Yeah, but I did it the wrong way. I wish I did it the right way. Because, being young, you just don't know. Yeah. Like, we was using... a lot of people was like, man, shout out to Nate because, like I put Nipsey Hussle on a lot of my songs, like a lot of my videos.
Yeah.
And how when they got a glimpse of people using other people's music, and how they wasn't getting paid for it or whatever, and we're using it, we're promoting and all these different things, and then they cut it off. So I couldn't even use all that
Content.
all the content, all the views. I couldn't even use it, couldn't maximize on any of it. So I was like, it was like trial and error in the beginning, but now we know better.
Yeah, we gonna monetize this time.
Yeah, facts. We're gonna do it the right way. So if you guys got music, you guys want on our show, please send it to us so we can see what's up, and we can get you guys on there.
Yeah, Phil said he's taking all types of payola, man.
Bring it all. Let's go. I'm ready.
See that? Lit.
Anybody but Morgan Wallen.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Well, shoot, man. You guys want to transition?
Of course.
Okay. What you guys want to talk about?
I mean, of course, sports.
Sports?
Yeah, man.
The crossover.
It's part of life.
Everything's going on right now.
Everything is going on right now.
We can get into it, but NBA, NFL, NCAA, NWSL, voiding women's contracts for $1 million. Shout out to Trinity Rodman. WNBA can't come to agreements. They making threats on $1 million contracts, but that's for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Well, let's start in Sacramento.
Let's start in Sacramento.
What's going on in Sac?
What's always going on? As a former athlete, as an NBA player, when fans are a little too close, they get a little too comfortable.
Yeah, I was talking to Rebel about that a little earlier. I was being a.
So hold on, before you go into it, tell what happened in Sacramento.
A repeat of a tale as old as time. So I guess what really happened is Sacramento Kings offensively doing well. Fan wasn't happy with their defensive effort and was calling them out for it. And as a fan who had enough money to sit close enough that he's calling out Zach LaVine, close enough to have a conversation with Zach LaVine, they're jawing back and forth, and then fan was eventually
escorted
out by security.
So what was said? What did the fan say?
He was just talking shit like, bro, we pay our hard-earned money. You get your ass out there and play some defense.
Yeah.
So none of that Olay shit.
So it wasn't nothing like race related, nothing.
Nah, he just probably
your mom
talking shit like, get your bum ass out there and play some defense or whatever. Not saying that Zach LaVine is no bum, we know that, but I mean, I'm not trying to curse and use the foul language that he probably used.
Sure,
but just like, get your bum ass out there and play some defense.
But this Kings fan was escorted out of the game.
Yeah, but he probably was really just wouldn't shut up, wouldn't stop, and they probably made him like, all right, bro, you gotta leave.
Well, I'm gonna take you back a little bit, man, since we've been talking about the Garden. You know what I'm saying? There was a time back in the day in 2008 when the Knicks played the Lakers.
Yeah.
Does that ring a bell?
Staple. Yeah, and
rings a bell. Will you tell us a little bit story with Nate for a second?
Man, yeah, man. It was one of them days where you get to go against your childhood heroes, man. Shout out to Kobe Bean, rest in peace. The Mamba. You guys know who that is. I don't need to say much more, but you have one of them moments where you get to share the court with them, and you kind of ball like Kobe.
Did you know you were playing, or did D'Antoni spring?
No, that was a game I was just regularly playing. It wasn't one of them when D'Antoni sat me down or nothing.
DMPs or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't that. I was in a rotation. I think I had 33 that night.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Kobe was balling. He had like 30, 32, 34 or something like that. He turned into Kobe. And it was just great to trade baskets back and forth with one of the one of the goats, and it's a humble brag. I held my own. You know what I'm saying? I had Kobe had to switch out on on the kid. I had to pull up and shoot a three in his face. A little humble brag, but yeah, man, like you play against guys like that, man, they bring the best out of you, bro.
Man, I thought you were gonna get that still.
Oh, at the end of the game?
At the end of the game, I thought you were going to get that still.
T-Rex arms. T-Rex, bro. Hey, look, shout out to mom and dad, man.
Come on, man.
They built this small giant right here, bro.
I thought the UW
DB was coming out. I was right there, bro. If I'd have got that and got
that's game over.
Yeah, that'd have been lit. That'd have been a nice little.
That would have been wild. Nice, but you and Jamal balled out that.
Yeah, man. We was out there hooping, doing it, man. And I don't think Maul was on that team then.
He wasn't?
I think he was already traded. Talking about trades. Yeah, I think at that time he got traded when we were on our way to shooter.
No, I think Jamal played that game. You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, we're gonna fact check that later with Rob, man. Matter of fact, shout out to Rob too, man. Rob, how you doing, man? Come on, the people want to hear your voice, man.
Good, man. I'm doing well.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Come on, man. He the best at what he does, y'all.
Yeah, but I can't remember if Maul was on that team right now. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, shoot, man. Let's. You wanna stay on NBA or do you want to switch over to I do want to talk about Chris Paul.
Yeah, you got
I
to
want to talk about trades in the middle of the night.
Okay.
And no, it happens, bro. Like,
So was it a trade?
I think it was worse.
I'm trying to think. Have I ever got traded?
So let's go over what happened.
Okay.
I woke up the other day, Wednesday, I think, and I just seen on House of Highlights or whatever a screenshot of Chris Paul's Instagram story, and it's just from 3 a.m. Chris Paul with the peace emoji talking about I've been sent home. They just sent him home from a road trip.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I've seen that before. I've seen guys get traded mid-game, have to leave the game and go and leave, and got to go to their next team they're going
To the point guard?
I've seen some crazy trades.
That's out of
like
pocket.
I told you, I seen Jamal get traded while we're at shoot around.
No, that's crazy.
No, that's different though. He just
You know what I'm
announced. He announced a week ago he was retiring after this season. You don't do him like that.
I know, but the NBA be doing what they want, man, when they want.
And then Tyronn Lue has the audacity to get on that presser and say, "Oh, you know that's my man." Shut your motherfucking. I'm sorry, I told myself
you
I
mad at
was
T.
gonna-
Lue?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, man.
Yeah, he got to answer to somebody. It ain't like he got to answer to somebody.
So, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? If we're gonna allege what took place, was it a front office thing or was it
man,
players?
they about to blow up that whole. I mean, you got to imagine, bro. They gave up. They gave up SGA. They gave up Paul George. Who else? They got
They gave
Paul
up.
George.
They gave up SGA for Paul George,
and then they.
but they don't have Paul George.
no more. Yeah, now they don't have Paul George no more. So they're just about to blow up the whole team and start from scratch.
So what does that mean for Kawhi?
He might as well just go ahead and retire with CP3.
Yo, that's crazy.
What? I'm just being real. Like
Nah, he still
he
got
ain't
a
been
lot.
healthy yet.
He's retired. He's 27 years old.
Man, well, he didn't play a great NBA career, bro. He got championships. He's been dope. MVP, I think. What, he got MVP for? Didn't he get MVP 1 year?
So it's,
No.
hold on, man.
He got a
What did
couple
he get?
finals MVPs.
Finals MVP. So so that's lit.
And he got a championship. I feel that. But so is this the end of the road for Chris Paul, or is somebody gonna pick him up so he can finish out the year?
I mean, they should. He should be able to go out, like he's supposed to, the point guard that he is.
Okay, see.
He's to go back.
They're
Nah, they gotta.
Huh?
Where'd he start at? He started in the Pelicans.
Started in
Pelicans,
Charlotte.
The Pelicans in general, but they were the Hornets,
He
or go
started-
to the Hornets or whatever. But it got to be a team that he's played and familiar with. I mean, OKC is familiar for sure, but
He's been in OKC twice.
well, I mean,
'Cause he was on-
that'd be a good team to go out with it. Hopefully, get a ring. They go back to back.
I would say
That'd be a nice ending.
he's the reason there's an NBA team in OKC.
For sure.
Because when Hurricane Katrina happened, he had OKC lit.
Yeah, he was balling
When they were playing.
And shout out to CP3. We go way back from, early college days. Coming in the draft together.
Yeah.
We was in the same draft.
Are you guys the same draft class?
He's Lotto. I forget he went 3, 4. I can't remember what number he went. I went 21. So yeah, we're in the same draft. Had great battles. We almost got into a scrap one time in the court. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, but that's Chris Paul though.
Yeah, but he's one of the dopest PGs that we've seen over the years, man.
Top 5 or top 10?
Point guards?
Yeah.
And stuff. He ain't got a ring yet because everybody loves to talk about rings. So top 10 for sure.
But not a top 5.
No, I know 5. I say I like 5 better points.
So give me 5 point guards and we'll switch after that.
Okay, you got J Kidd for
Kidd?
sure.
Oof.
You don't think Jason Kidd is better than CP3?
No.
Passing? You guys,
Yeah.
y'all tripping, bro. All right, that's cool.
I think when God designed point guards, he designed Chris Paul.
Me too. I agree
Bro,
with that.
time out, bro.
Yeah, I agree. The greatest point guard of all time. in my opinion.
Jason Kidd. Are you guys for real?
No, I think Jason Kidd was nice.
No, tell me out. Do we have to go? We got to show J Kidd highlights.
He was
Show
nice.
The way he passed the ball, bro. He didn't even have to score to be effective, bro.
But this is the thing. Chris Paul could score, like at the beginning. Let's go under 30.
CP3 is nice, bro. I'm not knocking it, bro. But time out, bro. You guys said Jason Kidd, bro. Okay.
Okay, who are your other 4?
John Stockton, one of my favorites.
Get the fuck out of here.
His stats aren't even real.
Now you guys are talking about stats are not real.
His
bro.
stats aren't real.
He leads in steals. He leads in assists.
The assist is fake.
God, no. Assists
Okay,
are
who's
fake.
the number?
He played 1,000 games without being hurt.
He
and sitting
did.
out.
He did.
Iron Man, like, bro. What? See what I'm saying? Okay, when you guys talking about just point guard, you guys just talking about just the way he plays and what it looks like.
I am.
to be honest.
So is CP3 better than Kyrie Irving? Point guard wise, you talking about point guard? He don't pass like Kyrie don't pass like him, right? But he can score and give you 40 and give you 8 assists. No, are you saying that? Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about here?
I think Chris Paul I think he's a perfect point guard. I think he's perfect at running the offense. He's perfect at getting buckets if you need him to do it. I think he could get you 15 and 15, and that could be his thing, or he could get you
So he's better
25
than,
and 10.
he's better than Westbrook.
Yeah.
He's better than Rondo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him better.
He's better than Steve Nash.
Yes.
Yo, he's better than Steve Nash.
I can't believe you. Those were the names you just listed.
I'm
up.
just-
I would have said Magic.
Magic's one another
I
guy I'm
would've
going to
said
go
Magic.
to. Magic's another one.
Yeah, I would've-
Even LeBron. LeBron's a point guard. I don't know what you guys say. He's a small forward. He has the ball in his hand 97% of the time. That's a point guard. If we're talking stat, Luka Doncic is a point guard. He's averaging triple-double shit. The Joker is a point guard. He averages triple-double. I can keep going.
Anyways, man, you switching, man.
I ain't switching nothing, bro. Y'all tripping to say that. First of all, Jason Kidd is not better than CP3. It's crazy.
Anyways, man, we'll agree to disagree.
All right, well, who you say then? Let me hear your guys, bro.
Huh?
Who you think that's up there? With
Steph, Magic, CP3. That's the three.
Yeah.
Steph, Magic, CP3. That's your three.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's cool.
You like it?
Yeah, that's cool.
And it
can rock with me.
It's going against my own argument because Steph is the most non-point guard but so let me make a rule and then break it.
That's cool. I rock with CP3, but J Kidd is still crazy to me. You guys were saying that, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, another guy who was a point guard, but only in high school in Seattle, Michael Porter Jr. All right, Michael Porter Jr.
What about?
Was you in Seattle when he was playing for Nathan Hill?
I mean, I was here.
Yeah, like
in the league, but yeah.
Oh, but were you around for the hoopla of him in the city and all
I
that?
snuck to a couple games and watched him play.
All right,
my Beach Boys.
Honestly, that's pretty much the only reason he's on my radar like that is because for a minute he was the guy in the town, and there hadn't been. I don't know when
you like number one.
Yeah, I mean he was in Seattle, but I mean that when I was younger, that happened more often. There was Rainier Beach always had somebody.
Yeah, we didn't have big time ranked guys like number one in the country.
No,
we had maybe 5.
But we had more top 50s at the same time, I would say.
Okay.
But anyway, so following him through his career has been interesting because it's been what it's been, and now I think he's most prominent as a podcaster. And his most recent
clips, he gets clips.
He gets clips.
Why? What he be talking about?
I mean, well, he talks about a few things, but I think we could talk about his most recent since that's a little bit more PG.
Yeah, man.
His most recent tipping culture is the most recent thing he's.
Well, who was he talking to when he was talking about tipping culture?
He's talking to the
Ball
brothers.
Yeah,
they're debating if you should tip on large bills. Like you go out to dinner and it's $3,000. Do you still need to leave a tip?
Yeah, why not?
His thought process is
yes.
His thought process is.
You don't think so?
He said he doesn't think he should be tipping because I spent $3,000.
He said that's the
you
tip.
paid for the food, but you didn't pay for like
the service.
Was your service good? If it's shit, then I mean,
I'm still tipping.
I know you tip, but you don't tip what you would usually tip.
But he said,
like if I had good service or people that they're laughing, making jokes, it's a good time, good vibe.
Bro, he said
that's not what he said.
He said $10 to $20.
Bro, what?
And he said he might give you, and he said he might. One of the brothers said, "I might give you $100 if I'm feeling you, and you cute."
He better go look at Chad Ochocinco how he tip, and Shaq and the rest of these guys. They they tip. They usually tip what they spend on the meal.
That's mandatory.
I mean, that's if you got bread. If you don't got bread like that, I don't advise you to tip like that. Please don't do that. But
unfortunately, we see the contracts, and he got bread like that.
Yeah, but like he said, you're spending $200 a day on Ubers in Brooklyn. You wouldn't tip $200 on a $3,000 bill. Is crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know whether or not these kids actually believe what they're saying, and it's just one of those things where they're just trying to be viral. I can't for the life of me believe that that's how they function in society.
There's 20 and some change, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know, bro. It was a little different us growing up. Like, you respect, like my father and my mother taught me to respect people in all realms of work.
No,
janitors, principals, presidents, whatever. Like you respect your people, bro. Like especially the people that work hard that people don't get to see often, behind the scenes. Because my mom was janitor for years.
Yeah.
And I would want somebody to respect what she do, cleaning up after everybody's, shit. Please do respect that.
And I'll say this lastly, man. Michael Porter Jr., man, get it together. Ball brothers. I'll save it for another pod, man.
That'd be that's a good pod.
What about Lane Kiffin though? What about Lane Kiffin? Ole Miss or LSU? Where is he at
He
now?
did that. He's at LSU now.
What took place?
We need janitors at both. All right, we need a janitor at Ole Miss to clean up the shit he left behind. We need a janitor at LSU because LSU is a shit show, and they just invited they invited the craziest coach, personality-wise, that we've seen in the last
When did he buy his home in Louisiana?
2 weeks before he made his decision.
He already knew he was gone.
How you closing on homes and being like, I didn't accept the job, and we're like, bro, it's Baton Rouge. Like, somebody knows the realtor who sold you your home.
Yeah.
What's interesting about that though is he tried to do a LeBron James the decision.
He did.
2.0.
He did.
I don't know, man. That's a whole different world, but that's what they get for letting all these kids transfer portal coaches is hot, like trading teams and going here. Wasn't there a trade years ago with Doc and everybody? They traded a coach.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen? I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't either.
That was wild, but that's like the equivalent of that right now. You just jump ship to a team in your conference.
Yeah.
Like usually you go somewhere else, but he just jumped ship. It's like can't be mad at him, bro. Do what you got to do, bro. Hey, all I'm hoping is LSU fans, I hope you guys get what you wanted. Because if y'all don't win,
Y'all in trouble.
y'all in trouble.
It's gonna be an expensive trouble too.
Yeah, that's one you ain't gonna want. So
What you mean?
good luck.
What you mean expensive trouble? They're already in debt, $55 million.
What's his name?
They don't care.
What's the guy's name from Notre Dame?
What is his name?
Kelly. Mike Kelly? What's
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly? Oh yeah. Who knows? Yep, send him on his way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trip out the coach getting fired.
But if I'm
paid me.
But if I'm Ole Miss, I'm letting him finish out the season. That's arguably the greatest season Ole Miss has ever had. And they got one of the best running backs in the game, man. And you telling me I'm letting him finish out. I'm trying to win a national championship.
Here's the deal. Let me tell you why you're not.
Ooh-wee.
Let me tell you why you're not.
They're 11-1.
I come in tomorrow. Hey, Bell, it's been real. Appreciate it. January 1st, I'm starting my own gym. And I'm about to spend the next 3 weeks in here convincing everybody in here to come to my gym with me.
It don't got to be like that. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. He's wrong because I'm making. Everyone is signing contracts, formal agreements. There's NDAs. There's all types of stipulations.
That's heck of funny feel.
So like, sure, but there's contract agreements at that level. Lane Kiffin wouldn't be able to do that, and it would be illegal for him to do that.
I think Lane Kiffin is absolutely.
I almost guarantee you he's already got a couple guys.
Well, guess what though? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Even if he was leaving, which he is,
Yeah.
you know how many players were going to end up leaving?
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that leave.
Regardless,
regardless.
yeah, they're bouncing anyway. So it's
either
like,
there or somewhere else.
it's less of Lane Kiffin and more about players that went there because Lane Kiffin was there to begin with.
Can you imagine them having to deal with what we had to deal with when we left and transferred to school and had to sit out a year?
That was bullshit.
Kids will be loyal.
But even the UW head coach, right? When he decided to go to he decided to go to Alabama.
Oh yeah, he got out of here.
But they let him finish out the year.
I mean, yeah, we didn't win shit.
But we were in the playoffs. Yes, we did. We just got beat.
Yeah, they were in
we
the
got
playoffs.
will, but we didn't win. We didn't win.
Oh,
I think there's one main difference that exists now that didn't exist before. Early decision.
Yeah.
It's the early that you can recruit the high schoolers early, so these guys got to be recruiting like right now.
Sure.
And if you can't go out and recruit them right now, you need to be on the phone.
Yeah.
And you can't be on the phone at Ole Miss calling on behalf of LSU.
I get it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll keep you guys posted on that.
All right, last week we got into a little bit topic about some physical health. Nate was nice enough to share his story with us, which a couple people have talked to me about, and really enjoyed listening to Nate's perspective on going through that, hearing, something that people didn't know. Like, there were people in this community who saw Nate going through it and had no idea because he's in class, he's talking. If you saw him 5 years ago, he wasn't talking as much as he was 5 years ago, but he was still talking more than anybody else in class, right? He still looks like he's having the best time, and that's something, people don't, didn't know he was going through. I think mental health is something that people see people going through and don't know they're going through all the time, right? And that's one of those where, unfortunately, most of us don't find out someone's struggling with something until it's like
Too late. Sometimes.
way too late.
Yeah.
And I think different communities struggle with that a little bit more. I think you see it less noticeable, less talked about with men, right? And more talked about in the 2020s than the 2010s, more than the 2000s. But I think it's still something you don't see a lot talked about. And, young men are at the highest risk of losing the battle to, specifically within mental health, depression often is what takes men out. And I think we've seen that recently. It's not always in your life personally, but, I think one of the ways we see it and what comes most surprising is a lot of times we see it in athletes. And something you think about athletes is a lot of people think one of the things that must make you get down there is not having money. You think of athletes as having money. So when you see an athlete lose that battle, it's a shock to people because they're like, yo, I didn't think you could be in that situation if you have money.
Man, because they think money brings happiness, bro. And it's not just that. It helps with things. And money takes care of, housely duties, make sure you have, shoes on your feet, food in your belly. Those are the good things that money does help with. But, dealing with, depression and being on that side, bro, I think growing up, I got a dad from, old school 80s, 90s era, bro. And he's always talk about not being soft, not showing weakness. So you think that you got to be that tough guy and having that tough spirit all the time. But now for me, that I became older and became a father at that, it kind of softened me up to a point of realizing what I was struggling with, and then which I can help my kids learn to deal with, where they can be a little bit stronger, a little faster than I was. And me, I wasn't hard on my children like my dad. Like my dad used to whoop my ass when I was a kid for just not getting good grades, not doing this or whatever the case may be. But it built me to be tough and resilient and, strong enough to withstand anything growing up. You know what I'm saying? But I struggled, with depression before and, mental health. And a lot of mine was dealing with being at a level at your highest pinnacle of making your dreams come true, being in the NBA, guys, and coming off the bench for the first time. Not saying like it didn't bother me or I was okay with it, because I wasn't, but I had to earn my stripes. But it played a trick in my mind, like, oh yeah, maybe you're not good as you think, or maybe, maybe you'll never get to start, or whatever the case may be. So I just kind of owned that, and then having to deal with, certain things, getting DMPs. I didn't even know what a DMP was when I was growing up, and the DMP did not play when it shows on the stat sheet. And when you racking those up, and you're playing, like it'll wear on your self-esteem, like over time. Yeah. So what I would do, write in my journal. If I can give any advice to kids that are dealing with certain things, get in that journal, get in your penmanship. Write down some of them struggles that you can write down. If not, talk to somebody that is in your, household that you feel comfortable with opening up and being vulnerable, to a coach, to big bro, uncle, auntie, grandmother, grandpa, somebody that's, in your community that you trust and you believe that won't, put your business out there that you're struggling with, that you are trying to, you're trying to get help in a way. It's okay to ask for help, because I was one of those kids that, I had to ask for things, because I wasn't, always strong enough mentally to ask for help if I needed that kind of help. So I remember when I was on the Bulls, I was dealing with, mental health and depression, and it was bothering me with just, being the third guy off the bench and not being able to play the game the way I know that I can play and show the fans. So I went and talked to a shrink on my own. I didn't even ask the team to help me. I went and looked and found, and it was like one of the best times in my life of dealing with what I was dealing with. And I ended up helping the Chicago Bulls in 2013 make it to the playoffs when they had us 8th in the East at the time, or 12th in the East or whatever, saying that we wasn't gonna make the playoffs. And a lot of my play helped me with going to see somebody and, helping me with my struggles that I grew up with, childhood, or, dealing with home stuff at home, and dealing with stuff on the court. So, please reach out and talk to somebody, bro. It'll help big time.
Yeah. It all kind of it hits hard. You know what I mean? Even when we were kind of talking about this, this is tough, man. It's hard. You know, when you think about depression, oftentimes you don't even recognize that you're depressed because it's part of the course, you know, and it takes some like real shit to happen in your life to recognize that, damn, I'm actually not well and I am hanging by a thread, you know? And when you think about, when I reflect on my life and I think about even just as recent as 2023 to 2025, man, I was hanging by a thread. You know, and the biggest lie that I told everyone from my immediate family to friends and just loved ones is that I was okay. I wasn't okay, you know, but I was afraid to share because there were so many people that depended on me personally, professionally, you know, and it's just like you go home, you find a little corner in the room where nobody is, and you just cry and cry. You be in the shower crying, you know, grieving the loss of friends that are no longer here, losing friends that are still here but no longer in your life, relationships that you once had, the grief of losing a child or family members having heart attacks or whatever, you know what I mean? Or just like seeing a transition even in your professional career where things aren't as stable or as what they used to be, you know, and it took a toll on me, man. And, you know, the best decision that I made was sharing, you know, the things that I was dealing with. And I won't go into great detail, but finding a person that loves you unconditionally and never looks at any of those things that you're experiencing as a weakness, but a sign of strength, and being able to get some guidance from that person. And that was my partner, man. And she kind of found an amazing therapist to kind of help me. And I still see this person, you know, and I still deal with things here and there. And I feel better and a lot more confident because I do think that I have the tools to navigate those uncharted times in my life. Because I have so much to live for, man. I got beautiful kids. I got a beautiful family. I've got you guys here, man, and got an amazing community of people that I cherish and adore. And you know, I think that summing this up for you guys, from my perspective, is whatever you do, just keep it real with yourself and go find help because you do matter. Your contribution to society matters. You're loved by people, man, and I hope you guys can kind of find the courage to find the resources or the people that will listen and try to help you work through those problems.
Yeah, I think you know, I think one of the reasons that we often bring this up in relation to men is because I think in general women do a better job of talking than men do, and I think a lot of men have probably been in a situation where a situation felt like it was a 9 out of 10. And then they talked to someone for an hour, half an hour, and it came down to a 2. And you're like, yeah, it's crazy that letting it get to here, all I needed to do was talk to someone, and that can bring it down so much. And I think a lot of people just never do that. Right. And for some people, it's, you know, someone professional. For some people, it can be like, it can be a variety of people. Right. It's just, you know, I think keeping it inside can be, well, to be honest, it can be fatal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, you know, people don't think about it in athletes as much. But, you know, one of the things you talk about a lot in sports psychology is many athletes' persona is being an athlete, and you pull some of that away. You're not pulling away their starting time. You're not pulling away minutes. You're pulling away part of their person.
Yeah.
You know, a 23-year-old Nate Robinson is a basketball starter. That's part of his personality, in the same sense that part of my personality is being a man, being a son, right? So when you pull that away, you're pulling part of someone's personality away, and that's no different than you know, what you're talking about. We have so many things that are part of our personalities, you know, our friend, and then they're no longer our friend. That's, you know, it's just losing parts of yourself, and you gotta, when it's coming from all angles, you gotta talk to people about it.
Yeah, reshape yourself.
Yeah, and you exactly, you have to
pieces.
you have to reshape yourself. And, you know, I think they talk about it with grief. It's not just about making your bubble smaller. Sometimes it's about making your bubble bigger. So that piece that you lost just becomes a smaller percentage of it. So you don't feel like the walls are closing in on you.
Yeah.
We just want to encourage you guys just to reach out to somebody. Like you said, talk to somebody, bro. It can help.
Check on your friends too. Check on your friends.
Yeah, tremendously.
Check on your friends and make that a more regular thing that you guys are doing out there. And that goes for everybody, but specifically black men out there. Your strong friends need, and you know, they need friends too that are going to love them and check on them on a constant basis, because you don't know what's going on, because people can be here today and gone tomorrow, man. So check on your strong friends, man. I
ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. I want to thank you too, Bill, because when I was dealing with my dark times and with the going through dialysis and kidney failure, bro, you checked on me a lot of the time, more than my regular friends, more than my regular partners that I grew up with, bro. Like, dead ass, like me going through what I went through really opened my eyes and showing me who's my friend for real and who wasn't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I get, you know, people have lives and they deal with what they do every day, job, families, and whatever, but. You know, even just a phone call goes a long way, bro.
Yeah.
And you checking on me, like, bro, when you getting back in the gym, just even that had me like, bro, I want to get back so bad, but hey, bro, it's hella difficult right now. But, you know, I'm, you know, making my way back now and being healthy. So I appreciate all that, bro. You guys, it's been a village. It takes a village to really help you get out the mud or out that quicksand that you're in. But as long as you got, you know, good people around you that can speak life into you, it makes it, you know, that much sweeter at the end when you succeed. And like Phil said, you go from a 9 to a 2.
Yeah.
You know, you go from being Incredible Hulk to Bruce Banner. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to stay Hulk all the time. You can come and transform and come down and shift and, you know, come back down to earth.
Yeah, absolutely. And I you know, I have an immense amount of gratitude for my immediate family, my loved ones, my friends, and especially this AF community, man. I think that some people that come in here don't really understand the impact that they've had on my life personally, man. And I just want to say thank you for showing up, being here, asking me how I'm doing, telling me that I matter, that I'm appreciated and I'm loved. And so I just want to say thank you to you guys. And I also just want to let you know that I'm in your corner. I'm always here. I'm a phone call away. I'm here every single day. I'm not ever going to judge you. I'm going to listen to you. And if I'm there to just listen, or if you're looking for my opinion, or if you need resources, I'm here. This is my public service announcement to my community.
Hey,
we're here for you. We got your back. We've got an amazing support system, resource center, man. So
yeah, for sure.
Just wanted to make sure that you guys recognize that I do have an immense amount of gratitude for you all.
And then for the new fans, and you guys are in the comments, AF is for Athletic Forum. If you guys didn't know, come on down if you're in the Seattle area. And don't skip Wednesdays early in the morning for High Rocks classes. Come on down. We see a lot of people that be on Mondays and then they don't come Wednesday and they're back Friday. Like, come on, bro. Pull up.
Hey, I didn't say.
That's me. That's me saying it. Bring your ass down here and come get in shape.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I don't have anything else for you guys, man. Is there anything that you guys want to promote, share, or just leave off with before we wrap this up this evening?
No, I do. I mean, we're often talking about things that aren't gym related, but I will say for gym related, these are some of the hardest times to make it in the gym. All right. And if you a 5-day-a-week person, you could be a 3-day-a-week person and it's not going to be that bad. Just don't become a no-day-a-week person, because January 1st, you're going to be upset. All right. So come see us. Come work out and look at us. Don't take a class, whatever. Just make sure you keep your schedule, make it in, hang out with your friends, sweat a little bit. I know that's hard.
It's a good community, guys. Trust me.
I love that.
I'm down here for years.
I love that. I don't even think I can top that, man. I think that was the icing on the cake. Well, friends, it's been real. We appreciate you guys. We're wrapping this up, man. And we do appreciate you guys tuning in. please like, subscribe,
Yes.
share, help us grow our viewership, man. We're going to keep giving you guys amazing content, and I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing here. Give another special shout out to Rob, man, for putting this all together for us, man. It's been a huge player for us here on the Two Truths podcast, man. So we want to give a special shout out to Rob, man. And until next time, peace and love.